doesn't he?
I'm tempted to go on stage.
Let's listen to some of that great music right now. This collaboration between these two wonderful souls. Bad Woman Blues, our guest, Voxxy Vallejo. All right, the name of the CD is Carnival of Confusion. Our guest, Voxxy Vallejo, and that was Bad Woman Blues.
Yeah, that was great. I wanted to ask both of you, you can definitely feel the flavor of the Zeppelin, the Delta Blues, the Cosmic Blues, and the Janus coming through. Do either one of you guys have any guilty pleasures that if you told people that you're into them, they'd go, "Are you kidding me? Really?"
Madonna.
Like a virgin.
I'm serious.
Do you ever break it out at home?
Typically, yes. It's great for housework, but it's in a storage unit in Iowa that's going to cost me like $2,000 to ever get back. So
I think I might have the greatest hits you can take home.
All right, man. All right.
I'm not kidding.
No,
I'm not
I
kidding.
love it. I do. I love it.
You gotta have that.
I love it.
How about you,
Love
Gene?
Madonna.
Mine, this blows people away usually. If you jump in my van right now, I think right now I'm tuned to a jazz radio station, but 80% of the time I'm listening to classical music.
Really?
When I'm in my van.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm on my computer and YouTube and all that, it's Zeppelin, it's ZZ Top, it's everything, all rocks, Zappa, man, Jethro Tull. I'm a big Jethro Tull fan. But when I'm traveling around in the van, it's classical, man.
The rest of the time it's Rock Me Amadeus.
The real story behind that is he does it to avoid road rage.
Go to your happy place.
Yes. All right. Well, I also noticed on your profile page that you were in a film called Inside the Indie. Tell us about that. How'd you get involved in that project, and who contacted you, and what was that experience like?
Well, we told you we have an upcoming show on the my notes aren't in front of me. The April 16th, Friday at the Speakeasy, Body Box CD release. The lead singer of that is Kurt Lindsey. And on the Facebook invite to that particular event, I kind of explained how we met him. When I first moved here, we did a lot of open mics, and he was a regular open micer as well, an amazing talent. And his friend, Kevin Defy, who's the bass player for that band, is also a videographer. And he had done some music videos for Kurt Lindsey. He had also done a music video for us to rock on. I don't know if you guys have checked that out or not, but he did that for us. And I mean, they're like 20, 21, 22-year-old kids, and they're all so talented and creative. They just blow our minds. And so he was doing a documentary on sort of the independent musician, you know, from his perspective, being, 20, not able to get into the clubs and stuff, going to open mics, seeing how, there's so much music and creativity and talent out there that that doesn't fit what's going to get radio play.
Oh,
it just
absolutely.
absolutely
Right.
does not fit
Yeah.
what's going to get radio
No.
play. But you would never be exposed to it if you didn't take the time to go out there and see
Which
it.
is
you
one of the
know?
reasons we're here.
Right.
And
That's what we're
and
trying to
and
do.
even stuff that my ears might hear and go, wow, I don't know if I'd call that music.
But it might
It's
have an
still-
audience
You know
somewhere.
that term, you have to pay your dues? Remember I told you how I
It's-
never wanted to get back on stage again and all that? Dude, this trumped that, okay?
It's
I mean, we
still-
met some beautiful people. We made some really good connections during the 2 years we were doing the open mic circuit.
Right.
And, you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it was back to paying your dues, man. Hard time, hard
Yeah.
way of doing it, you know?
And so that stuff that isn't always maybe the greatest or the most marketable music, it's still telling a story from someone's creative, that they were even had the balls enough to get up
To do
there
it.
in front of people and do it, you know. And so this documentary kind of has a cross of all of that, from stuff that you might be like, whoa, okay, to stuff that you're like, wow, that's really good stuff. I can't believe that's not on the radio,
Right.
you know.
And can people pick this? Is it on DVD form, or was it just done in the short
Well,
circuits?
I
Plug
love
it.
these
Tell them to show up
guys.
to the show and they can buy a DVD.
They haven't like hugely marketed it. Like I said, it got into the Seattle's True Independent Film Festival, and it had played over at, what was that college we went and saw the premiere at?
It was
at?
Fort Silicon. It's a Pierce
Pierce-
County,
Pierce College,
now.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
used to be
yeah.
called Fort Silicon. So
Right.
old
Yeah, that's
school I
old
am.
school. But I know.
and I've talked to Kevin a couple of times, going, look, you know, we're out there doing gigs. I could be selling this DVD.
Yeah,
Like, give me
put it
some
on your
copies and
table.
stuff. But it's not something where anybody really has the funds to get it mass produced, and you know, so it's kind of a few copies here and there come into being.
You should put it up on IMDb or some sort of internet access, because I think a lot of people would like to see that. It sounds like
Yeah.
an intriguing, interesting.
Kevin, if you're listening.
If you go to MySpace, there is a MySpace site for it. I'm not positive. I do think it's myspace.com/InsideTheIndie.
Now, on your MySpace, you guys have a couple of videos, and one of them is you guys at Bob's Java Jive. Is that part
That's
of
the
it?
one. Yes.
That's part of it. That's
done by
very
Kevin
well
Feige.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great video.
Yeah,
the,
and-
the
Actually,
clip
you know,
that's on there.
Us even, I like the scenes in the van. You know, we have this little thing where we chill before we have to get in front of people and perform. You know, get.
We drink.
Well, no, man, it's not. You know,
It's chilled.
yeah, we chill. We keep it limited. It's a shot of Jaeger, 2 beers. Okay,
That's the recipe.
Shot of Jaeger, 2 beers, and he captures that in the video. You just what goes
Right.
on in the van, and people back around to doing the open mic circuit. All the friends we met, they always knew that the van would pull up, we'd come out and say hello to everybody. But if they, didn't we disappear? They knew where we were.
They knew where you were.
And at the time, you could open the door to that van, there'd be like 15 people in my van.
Funny
Once
story
word got
about
out.
that video to rock on at Bob's Java Jive, Deborah Page and Paul Yule. That was the
Yeah,
end
they were there.
that was February of 2008. So they had just started on the scene in 2007 as well. We had seen Deborah just by herself, even at some of the open mics and that sort of thing.
Right.
They were playing that show the same night that we were at Bob's Java Jive when we did that video shoot. And Paul saved my ass because I had burnt CDs for that, and the DJ, needed one to play while we did this video scene.
Right.
And I apparently did not pay attention to how I was recording it, and I did it as a data disc versus, like a music
CDR.
disc. So he goes to play it, and nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. But Paul and Deborah, if you've ever seen them live, Paul has his whole sound set up, his
Yeah.
laptop and everything. So
He's a
like,
digital genius.
He's
so he
amazing.
pops that data disc into his computer, feeds it through and everything. I had advertised the crap out of that video shoot, and if we couldn't have gotten that CD to play, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So
We don't have.
about air guitar. Man.
Yeah, well, we don't have that problem here. We have music, and let's go into another track off of the Carnival of Confusion, Voxxy Vallejo. The name of this song is Crow.